Last bomber attack run successful.
So what is up guys, it's 45 and today I'll be going through the recent hero updates. There's been a lot of buffing and nerfing to 12 out of the 16 heroes in Battlefront 2, many of which redefining the hero meta. So without further ado, let's jump right into the patch notes. Boba Fett's jetpack has had a bit of a control rework, making his flying feel much smoother, and trust me, it makes a difference. Furthermore, his main weapon has received a few improvements, making it more effective against longer range targets. Which makes sense, as he will most of the time be fighting at a distance because he'll be flying. Iden's droid stun ability has been fixed and has had its activation time reduced. It's now a fair bit faster, and from my own experiments, it seems to be reduced from about 3 seconds to about 1 second. However, the damage of the ability has been reduced from 50 to 40, so overall not really giving Iden too much of a buff, but definitely a quality of life improvement. Bosk has also overall received a buff, over halving his primary weapon's recoil, which makes a lot of sense as the thing was really awkward. To counter this, his explosive traps have had a slight decrease in damage from 80 to 76 damage per trap. Rey was arguably the best hero in the game, but this patch has definitely brought her down on par to the rest of the heroes. Mind Control has seen a reduction in radius of 2 meters and Insight had a reduction from 50 to 30 meters. Furthermore, her Farsight style card that increases the range of her Insight ability has seen a reduction in bonus by 10%, meaning before the patch, the lowest tier increased her range by 20%, but now it's only 10%, and so on for the rest of the tiers. To improve the quality of life and the overall damage of the hero, both of Kylo Ren's unique abilities, Pull and Freeze, have had a reduction in recharge time. Pull has been reduced from 25 to 20 seconds, whereas Freeze only saw a reduction from 25 to 24 seconds. To further improve the hero, he now has a 40% damage absorption buff when using his Frenzy ability. Luke is another hero that has seen some much needed buffs. As you can see, his sprint speed has been increased a little bit by 0.6 meters per second. Also, he has received 50 extra health and his health regeneration rate has been increased from 50 to 110. His regeneration delay has been decreased from 5 to 2.7 seconds. However, his max regeneration has been decreased from 250 to 200 health points. Despite this, Luke seems to be quite powerful now, and his hit and run playstyle that DICE are trying to push forward has got me quite excited. Palpatine's Dark Aura and Default Lightning now requires a line of sight to prevent you from dying through walls, which was happening and was quite frustrating to deal with. However, his lightning range has been increased from 12 to 14 meters, therefore not really giving Palpatine a buff or a nerf. Chewbacca has been faced with a few nerfs. Firstly, his stun grenade shock time has been reduced from 1.6 to 1 second, because that thing was good. Furthermore, the explosive damage of his bowcaster has been reduced by 4 seconds, and his furious bowcaster from 12 to 10 damage. To deal with Yoda's once weak lightsaber damage, it has been increased from 80 to 215 damage. His Force Barrier ability will now also break out of immobilizing effects. His Unleash ability has been altered a fair bit, increasing its energy holding time from 0.7 to 0.9 seconds, increasing its angle of effect by 5 degrees, God knows what that means, and improving the style card that decreases the ability's damage. To improve Lando against lightsaber wielders, his Disruptor ability has had a recharge time reduction by 6 seconds, and his Smoke Grenade recharge time by 1 second. Nothing too significant, but definitely a buff. Darth Vader's choke ability has been reworked a little, where it does a consistent amount of damage, so you don't need to spam R2 or RB or whatever it is in PC. Also, it has a shorter duration but does more damage, and the enemies can't break out of it. I like this more than the previous version, as it left Darth Vader quite vulnerable, and so it wasn't really worth using. Also, he now receives 200 bonus damage while in Focused Rage, but his max health has been reduced from 900 to 800. Finally, Captain Phasma's staff has been changed, and quite rightfully so. That thing was like swinging a baseball bat that weighed more than the wielder. Anyway, its animation time has been reduced, and so has the transition time between each strike. Furthermore, the time for Phasma to use a blaster after swinging has been reduced. Some of the most noticeable changes have been Rey's and Chewbacca's nerfs, and Luke and Kylo's buffs. I feel the current hero meta would be Luke Skywalker and still Chewbacca for the light sides, and Kylo Ren and Boba Fett for the dark sides. However, there are other contributing factors like your own skill on these heroes, the map you're on, and the price of the hero in that current game. Hopefully this video has helped you keep up with the current hero meta and what the new 1.2 patch has brought to the table. Hopefully I can cover the rest of the update in following videos, so make sure you stick around by subscribing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like. Anyway, I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Peace out guys.